M3 sat nice, M5 sat nice, Sim sat nice, and then Stealth, it never sat the way I thought it should have. And then QI10 was okay, 35 I didn't love at all.
Yeah.
This one looks... Welcome back to the Golf Asylum podcast. This is November 17th.
Episode 16.
That's pretty good. 2 episodes in 1 month already.
I know.
That's nice.
Pretty good.
Welcome back to
Nice to see
North
you, old boy.
America.
Thank you. Yep.
Hong Kong was a good time?
It was a good time. Yeah.
Good.
And its challenges.
Yeah.
Saw a little bit of the healthcare system.
My God.
I know. No good.
You're alive. Is that abalone kept you alive?
Definitely. It was the delicacies, the local delicacies that done it. But no, it was good to see the boys. Everyone's in fine fettle over there. I tell you what, it's a hell of a golf market. Sneaky hell of a golf market.
Just money.
Just very densely populated with rich people.
Tell you, I missed the fitting. When you were over there, I was like, whoa.
I know.
That'd be quite fun.
First time in over a year in the Bay.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's crazy to think. I don't know if I've ever been a year since I really started. I don't think I've ever been a year out the Bay.
Anything that you were like...
Aye, P790 is an absolute beast.
Oh, so good.
So good. It's the best there.
This one is good. It looks good too.
It's still... do you know what I didn't realise? I didn't realise it had a pre-worn leading edge.
Yeah, we did videos on it in our past life.
I just always thought it just had, obviously, the whatever the wee slot thing is.
Listen,
whatever that's called.
Don't ask us for any equipment.
We'll be back next year, okay? Relax, everybody. No, the pre-worn leading edge, so every local market has its nuances of golfers have like very unique deliveries. The thing in Hong Kong is nobody takes a divot.
I need to move to Hong Kong to learn how to play golf over there.
Honestly, like I would say most of the iron fits, if I got somebody who was 1 degree down with their angle attack, that would have been quite steep. Like people are just clipping it, so they're living really low in the head. Right. They're not delivering much forward shaft lean, and so they would just need the wee slot thing.
The wee slot, speed slot. What's it called?
I don't know.
Is that the one that gives a trampoline effect?
Aye, that one. Aye. The old P790. What's an iron? P770 also.
Good iron.
Really, really good as well. I think pretty much I've done seven or eight fits. I think every one, maybe there was one that wasn't. I think every one was a 790 or 770. Remarkable. Still launches.
It's easy when you get 20 sets in the back too.
We never did.
I'm only joking.
No, I mean, genuinely, the guys have a heart. It's interesting. There's real challenges to get product out there. Yeah. That's the hardest part of the business. The easiest part of the business for them is the hardest part for most people, which is getting business.
Interesting.
But
nice.
Not easy. Not easy.
It's funny you say that because I was talking to some fitters in the U.S., independent guys, and they were saying getting product right now is very difficult.
Really?
I don't know if the OEMs are scrambling with trying to dodge some, stuff coming from Mexico or stuff coming from Asia. But I've heard turnaround times have slowed down a little bit.
Makes sense. People will be struggling a wee bit for answers of how to keep costs down and all that sort of thing. I saw the biggest, I sent you the receipt, didn't I? The biggest single day in a golf store.
So good.
Ever.
So good.
On the Saturday. Dawson had a customer who bought 5 sets. I think I had a good customer in the morning that day. But, I mean, I think it's... So, again, without giving the game away, like, I think did I text you? But no, it wasn't you I text. So, you remember that number?
Yeah.
Like the monthly number was always our target.
Yeah.
So one of the lads done that in 2 weeks.
So good.
And you remember it was like only a few times, that number would ever get met. Yeah. And Dawson done it in the 2 weeks I was out there.
I remember we had a couple decent days, TXG days and I remember we would call Toronto at the end. We would do the the till thing. We'd call Toronto because we had a good day, and then we'd call Toronto. What did they? They had a really good day, and then we'd call Calgary, and they had a great day, and we'd be like, wow, that's a big number. But that's 3 stores. You guys are 1 store and
2 days
doing massive number.
Yeah,
it's unreal,
unbelievable. But it's, I mean, people may not know Hong Kong is the financial hub of Asia.
Right. Yeah.
So you've got, people coming in from, Morgan Stanley. You've got, I dealt with a lawyer from UBS. It was like a who's
Like Goldman
who.
Sachs boys and stuff like that. Yeah.
All that sort of stuff.
Cash, proper
All that.
cash.
Yeah. And I was telling you, people from the kind of crypto world, that's pretty common over there. People dealing with the kind of digital currency and stuff like that. Bitcoin. I know. So, no, it was good. It was good. The guys are all doing great. All doing really, really well.
Good. You won some money at the horses?
I did win it. There was some money at the ponies. I tell you what, it was so funny. So I walked in and the boys had organised this really nice little hospitality number. So we're sitting at our table and stuff like that. And there was these. It's like, I guess it'd be like back home, and we'd call it the racing post.
Right.
Like,
Okay.
well, Winston and those still game. They've got
you
their
get them here.
Hi.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what is that? So I said to get a pen, right? So I started looking. Race number 2. We missed the first one. Race number 2. And it was something like, I was kidding on, I was like, studying the form. Little Monsters, right? Because I'm thinking of the kids. So I'm like, I'll go for Little Monsters. A few quid in that. Winner. Perfect. Off to a flyer. Race number 2, and I'm starting to look at it a wee bit more at this point, right? Starting to look at its form, so it tells you last 7 races. It gives you its condition and its condition and form were the two things. Will give you a grade A plus, whatever. So next one, I fancy that one. Winner. Right, so I've done absolute flash.
So good.
Everyone's like, he really knows what he's doing, because I've got this book and I'm putting notes in it. And then I went in a wee bit of a dry spell, and then I won 2 more at the end.
Perfect.
4 out of 9.
When the Derby was on this year, my sister used to ride horses and stuff, and not a jockey, but anyway, she, my dad's like, on Bet365, he's like, put $10 down on Purple Prancer, this. And there was this one that it was like, if the guy I picked lost, they'd basically take it around back and the pony's done, right?
We saw that.
So I was like, I won some money in roulette. So I put $75 down. I won $400. My boy won.
You ready for a night out?
Lightning bolt, I was ready. So good. I love the horses.
It was a great day. It really was. Good laugh. Great scene. It really is. The racetrack and stuff like that is nice. Everyone was all dressed up, and it was quite the occasion.
Yeah. It looked impressive, the place.
The place was absolutely massive. Walk in the door, first thing, somebody spotted us.
Oh, really?
You're off the YouTube channel. That's what he said.
Good.
And so he was like, what are you doing here? And it was so random.
Jeez.
Of all places.
So
on a racetrack in Hong Kong, somebody's a big fan of the YouTube
You put money
channel.
just on one horse, or did you do like a win show place?
I would mostly do to place. A couple of times to win, but mostly
I love a win
to
show place. That's nice.
The boys were doing all these trios and stuff like that. And then Dawson was going for he's like, I'm just going for the high odds. He's like, I want the big win. But I absolutely lost it all.
Back to the bay.
It was so good. It was a really, really good laugh. Can't beat the old horses. But back to the golf, Michael.
I feel like some stuff has been going on. You don't know how long you've been gone for. It feels like months. Don't do that to me.
I literally wrote that. It's been a minute and we've not seen each other for 2 weeks, which might be a first.
I start crying.
You're all right,
Big
the
things.
band's back together.
Big things. Rory's on form. Nice way to cap off the year.
Yeah, nice finish. Abu Dhabi, and obviously in Dubai. That was a nice way to kind of end the year. Those are 2 good events.
Yeah. Your boy the week before, Marco Pench, he played well.
Yeah,
and then he was rough. He was sick, and then he slubbed a few chips early in the week.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. But I mean, Rory.
Where did he end up finishing? And I never even seen him in the leaderboard in DP.
No, I don't even think he made the cut.
Wouldn't have been a cut, would there?
For sure, and that is
on
4
the final.
days. I think so.
I think it would have been. I think it would have been probably.
I know. I heard on Golf Channel that he had like the flu Monday, Tuesday going into the week.
Yeah.
And then he was like, you could see Thursday he was teeing up, and he's like, I don't want to be here, but I have to be here.
Got to try, don't you?
And he flubbed a couple chips and missed some weird putts, and you can just tell if you're sick, you're sick.
I know.
There's
shame that way to end your year. He's had an incredible year.
Put a wee flu in his water.
He really probably did.
But Rory made massive putt for an eagle on the final hole, tie with Fitzpatrick.
Shame he didn't close it off the way.
I know. I mean, great win for Fitzpatrick. That's his third win for that event. But I mean, some of the European Tour or DP World Tour, they did a social post all this week, and it was like conservative line, risky line. And the amount of drives Rory's was kissing the risky line. One, he had a little snap hook.
I saw that one.
But
good content, that, isn't it?
So good. But most of them were risky line. You're like, he's driving it well, obviously. And then we'll talk about his equipment later. But I did see a video where he hits a drive, and it's Tuesday, so he's in shorts, and he's really relaxed. And a guy asked him, like, what do you think of the driver? And it wasn't a corporate answer, like, oh, it's nice. You could see in his face, he's like, it's really good. For him to switch to it kind of right away, I'm sure he's been testing it for 6 months or whatever, but for him to switch to it and hit it the way he's been hitting it, and for him to say that, for me, it's like, oh, that gets you a bit excited for new equipment to come out.
Well, I think he and Tommy kind of forced the hand of TaylorMade to put it on the conforming list because they wanted to game it. And like, because this is it, isn't it? This is the last two meaningful events that they would play before the new season.
Yeah, because TaylorMade's generally tight-lipped till January.
Absolutely.
Like, we would see this stuff, but it would never touch tour early.
No. But they obviously thought, let's give it a run out. Why not? DP World, kind of last two events, Rory's pretty much good at sewing up, so he's like, I can kind of probably go out and freewheel it a little bit. Tommy's still playing absolute lights out. Almost won in Abu Dhabi, unfortunately lost to Aaron Ryan in the playoff. I mean, Aaron Ryan's a lovely guy as well.
Stripes it.
But I would have loved to see Tommy get another win. I follow the website Data Golf.
Yeah. What data do you have for us today, Data Dave?
A few little statistics for you, Michael. He's actually up to world number 2 on Data Golf. He overtook Rory, Tommy, with his play over the last few weeks. So he's just ahead of Rory on Data Golf now. He's the second best. And to be honest, with all of the way they do their sort of rankings, it's a far more accurate way. It's sort of an overall statistical analysis of your game. It's not predicated on your results the previous year and all that sort of stuff. It's literally just how are you playing.
Yeah, smart.
And he's number 2 ahead of Rory on Data Golf, which I thought was really interesting.
It's funny with Dubai still going on. I'm surprised Scheffler, in a way, doesn't play more European events throughout the year to be able to like qualify for some of this stuff, because
that's the thing. Like he's doing nothing. He's playing the majors, right? And he's going to play. Is he going to play any other co-sanctioned ones? Players. So I'll give him 5. What is he going to play?
He went to the 12? Scottish.
Right, there's 6.
Right. How many do you need?
I think it's 12.
Yeah, okay. So, and he doesn't go to Dubai early in the year, and he's never been to Dubai. I've never seen him play in Dubai.
No. But you're right, though. You are right. I mean, you look at now the start of the season. Dubai is the week of the PGA show now. So it's actually came early. It used to be a little bit later. There's nothing really worth playing on the PGA Tour at that time. He obviously used to play Tournament of Champions in Kapalua.
I wonder with that not happening, and no offense to Sony Open, but the Sony Open.
I think the Sony Open will suffer.
I wonder if if I was his team, I'd be like, man, you could have won the race to Dubai. You know what I mean? Like if he played in enough events, and obviously he's a good player.
Yeah.
Imagine to watch Rory and Scotty
duke it out.
I mean, it would be unreal. But I mean, he's not played. Scotty's not played anything in the last couple of weeks. I mean, Bermuda, I'm shocked that event still happens. The one in Mexico was a snooze fest. The RSM Classic, at least they're going to a nice facility for the players. I mean, I'd love to go to Sea Island, but I mean, to not have these big names it's a head scratcher. Yeah.
I was just checking there if Tiger ever won the European Tour order already. He never has. He's won technically 41 official European Tour events. He's 3rd behind Seve and Bernd Langer for somebody who never played on the European Tour. No, but he used to go and play. I remember he used to get the Deutsche Bank money.
Yeah.
He used to go to Germany and play Deutsche Bank. He always played he played the Dubai Desert Classic. Remember back in the day, him and Thomas Bjorn one year. Do you ever? You might have been a bit young at that point. Him and Thomas Bjorn, I think may have won. No, I think Tiger won it. But the two of them had both had 64s the first 2 days playing together. Unbelievable golf. And you used to always look forward to Tiger going over to Dubai. But they paid him a big.
Well, I remember when
fee.
He'd do the stuff for hitting the golf ball off the helicopter pad in Dubai and stuff I remember him over there when Nike introduced Rory, or they signed Rory, and Tiger went over and didn't hit it great. I remember he topped a driver off one of the tees. He was playing rough.
His back and stuff like that as well, probably.
But yeah, it's interesting. Some of the bigger names don't play in Dubai or try to qualify to play in those ones because I'm sure it's big cash and it's good golf. The best of the best are playing in it.
When there's nothing on the PGA Tour at that time of year, so get yourself over there, take the family, have a nice
sit by the beach,
a nice trip
smoke
for a few weeks.
Hookah.
Get a wee hookah in you.
Have a shawarma.
Aye.
I'm in. That's time me up.
Tell you what, is there any sponsors invites for the lads?
Couple duffers.
But Rory's 7th order merit, I didn't realise he was up to number 7.
Yeah. So
only one behind
Montgomery
Monty.
has 8. Yeah.
Only one behind
Which is
Monty.
crazy to think, but he was so good.
Monty?
Yeah.
Monty won 7 in a row. That is the amazing thing. And Rory was saying that he's like I don't think that'll ever be matched.
To watch him hit shots was the coolest.
Monty?
Yeah.
Aye. It's just a flusher.
It's so good.
Not long, but he was.
His backswing was a bit long.
It was,
the 3-wood was a long and flat.
Yeah.
And it was just so good.
He actually was sneaky long. I was going to say that he never hit it long. You know the stories of when I fit him back in the day at the TaylorMade Performance Lab at Turnberry at his academy, and he used to come in and just so chilled and nonchalant.
Yeah.
No arrogance or and people would think probably that Monty that he had a little bit of that to him. It was literally the opposite. He just wanted to come in and chat with the boys, and the teaching pros and I would kind of hang out. So their studio and my bay were next to each other, so we'd kind of always just be kind of chilling out. And remember Monty kind of said to Ricky, the head pro, one day, he's like, I want to go and test some clubs. So he books a fit and he wants to look at the driver, and he comes in one day and he's using an old Yonex E-Zone.
Jeez,
just donkey.
Spin City.
Deep face. It was a spinny thing. He was kind of chop slicing it. Oh, it was nasty. He was carrying it about 254. He was swinging about 106, carrying it 254.
Move over, Monty.
I know. Step aside,
Thank you, buddy. Run for your money, pal.
So it was pretty ugly. So in his typical Monty voice, show me what you've got. Show me what you've got. So I'd at the time, R11, I think, was the driver. I think we had it TaylorMade at the time. And I remember just kind of getting a 9 degree and kind of taking a little bit of loft off it. But at the time, do you remember the adjustable sole plate?
Yeah.
The red plate. So I'd kind of taken a 9 degree. I turned the loft down, but I turned the plate up, so I actually squared the face for him. That was the big thing.
That plate was so good.
How has that never came back? I mean, I know it's a bit of weight and stuff like that, but...
Okay, but with the amount of carbon now, if you could make that carbon and the top carbon, I mean, it wouldn't weigh much.
I know. Do you know what one problem they used to have with it? Nobody quite realises the force of a tee. Oh,
it would get lodged in there.
It used to get lodged in the plate. It would get wedged in there at times. We had quite a lot of warranties off of that. So the big one was in, and 9 degree driver, turned down to 8, adjustable sole plate, onto closed, square the face, right? That was the key for him, because he kind of obviously playing his cut. He was spinning it. So I remember putting him in a Kylie 70X. It was a bit stiff from at the time, but it was just to try and kind of kill the dynamic loft and just get it coming out a bit flatter. So he starts hitting a few, and he's hitting a bit better and stuff like that. He's kind of getting into it. And then he starts piping a few. And I think he picked up 7, I remember 17 yards. So I remember he walked it out in the bay, and he starts walking it out, going, 17 yards, I'll be back in the Ryder Cup. And that's what he said, he's so excited. And he was just the best. Just like
Did he ever put it in play?
I don't know. Do you know, I don't know. I don't know if he was allowed to within his Yonex contract at that time.
I would have called Yonex and said, listen, pal, here's your money back.
Stick to batting.
Yeah.
Stick to rackets. But that was Big Monty. So some player. Some player. Absolute ball striker.
He lives in England though, right?
Yeah, he's kind of lived in Surrey for
He's very
years.
posh.
Aye.
He's a posh lad.
He is a posh lad. Big Leeds United fan, football.
Oh, really?
Big Leeds fan. But he's good fun. I'll tell you what, if we ever get a chance to get, you know, we obviously have had a round with Fury and stuff like that. I would love for you and I to get a game with Monty. Do you know who's close with him? James and Simon are close with him.
Yeah, that's right.
Very close with him. I think he's always in seeing the boys.
I mean, once you play with the Buzzard, you can play with anyone.
I know. Once you've played with Furyk and friends.
Yeah, exactly.
You and I should be a poster, shouldn't it?
Poor Jim.
I know. He's scarred for life. So it was good to see, obviously, a strong field again. First time, really, since, Tour Championship that we've really seen a strong field. In golf, it's just the last 2 months has been nothing.
I was watching it on like Thursday afternoon. They were kind of showing highlights, and then that Bermuda event was on, and I was just saying to my dad, I was like, look at the difference between these fields. Mm-hmm. Now, I know Bermuda, this time of year, there's a lot of guys on the bubble. If they got to win or finish somewhere good to keep their cards for next year, Hadwin's on the bubble to lose his card potentially. He needs a good week this week or whenever RSM is, or he's kind of partial status. I think he's got to go play some Corn Ferry events, which sucks.
Hadwin?
Yeah.
Wow. Didn't realize
because
that.
at the beginning of this week for Bermuda, he's leading both days, leading 3 days, and you're like, wow, this is great. And then had a Canadian Sunday and was 4 over. Conditions sucked. We know that. Day, but still, it was one of those, it's like, keep it on the planet, win the event by 1, and keep your tour card. Yeah, he is. I think he's 100. Went from 147 to 138. But he's got to have, I think now you'll see next week, it's like he's got to have it's like a top 5 or top 10 finish to keep that card locked in, which sucks because, obviously, you don't want to see anyone lose their card, but, he's had a rough few years. He's done nothing.
No, you're right in saying that.
Didn't make President's Cup, wasn't good enough for that.
And obviously knowing he had never made any of those, but I didn't really realise he was that far away from even keeping his card. So it's a shame.
Yeah, rough.
It is a shame. So I've got Tommy. Obviously, great to see him playing so good, continuing great form, and looking forward to seeing kind of where that kind of leaves him for next year. Just playing incredible golf. It's kind of almost, for some players, the end of the season comes at the worst time.
Yeah,
you kind of lose that momentum, don't you?
I know, because I guess he's part of the skins game.
All right, is he?
And I can't remember if I think that's American Thanksgiving, so next week.
So who is he part of that? Is that the same one that Rory in?
No, this one's like Keegan. I swear it's like Keegan, Tommy, and 2 other guys. No offense to them, I don't think they're like the biggest names in golf. And then the one Scheffler and Rory is doing, I think that's in December of some time, and that's one at night. It's like the Capital One shootout or something like that.
Well, it was supposed to be Tommy, Keegan, Tommy Fleetwood, Keegan Bradley, Xander Schauffele, and Justin Thomas. I assume JT's.
Because he says his post with his back surgery says there's no plan for when I return in 26.
Right.
So who knows what that means? Does that mean he's coming back in March, April?
So something to replace him. So yeah, you're right. Tommy's playing the skins game.
Yeah.
The skins game coming back to the golf calendar after 17 years.
Yeah, they hosted skins games out in like Banff and stuff like that. Sergio played in, Mike Weir
played McDowell played one.
Yeah.
Where was that? Was that not out at like Cape Breton or something like that?
Like Fox Harbour or something like that.
Fox Harbour, I think it was out Fox Harbour. To be honest, I quite enjoy that. That type of...
It's good to watch. You have something to watch for a couple hours.
Watch that in the Who Gives a You-Know-What Open in Bermuda.
I know. I'm in the exact same. What they should have done is like start TGL season now. Boys are doing nothing.
I know. It's very true, that. But they probably want a wee rest, don't they? They probably like a wee rest. Rest up.
Those private jets are so tough.
I know. The baby's pampered. But
Not like us in row 36.
no, exactly. I like the back of the bus. You're right. If you're not lying, you're not trying. The best golf over the last couple of weeks has not been on the PGA Tour.
Nope.
It's not been in the European Tour or DP World Tour.
Or the LPGA.
It has been in Missouri at the Internet Invitational.
It was good.
What did you make of it?
I was sick when it was coming out. My pal was away. You couldn't golf here because it was snowing.
Yeah.
Very depressing time in my life.
Tough.
The Internet Invitational. Okay, I watch Bob does sports stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I watch a lot of Portnoy stuff. I think some people don't like him. I think he's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think
he's
his
funny.
pizza reviews are funny.
Yeah.
The hockey guys, Whitney and Biz, I watch their stuff. I think it's funny. So the combination of Barstool guys and, golf influencers, Paige, Mac, Peter Finch, all those, I thought it was well done. The matching was good. I fast forwarded through some stuff. The Luke Kwan stuff, sleeping in, lazy. Wake up. Don't be lazy. Playing for $1 million.
I know.
I wouldn't be able to sleep the night before.
Well, so obviously, I'm talking to Mac about it, right? So when that whole thing blew up, I text Mac. I'm like, what the happened with Kwan? And so he calls me, and we're on the phone for like an hour, and he's giving me the full. He told me everything that happened.
Yeah.
And with the whole Page thing, he told me about the whole Melosi thing. Like before, it was like episode 2 in, and he told me about Kwan. He's like, listen, dude. He's like, and obviously, we know where Mac has been because we follow him on social, and like everyone else. And he was in Arizona with him fairly recently, and Kwan had to give Mac a key card to his room because he's like, this happens all the time.
So he must have like insomnia.
He has a really hard time with basically waking his body up. So even when alarms go off, like he just sleeps through it.
I mean, we all know the travel that those boys are doing, like Mac.
Yeah.
We said to Mac last year, you said to Mac the last couple of years, you're like, your face looks gray, you don't look healthy, I mean, Mac's a cold shot espresso guy to keep him going. He doesn't eat. He's ADD, ADHD, so when he's on, he's on.
Mm-hmm.
But that travel, at one point he was New Zealand, LA, Australia, LA, back to San Diego, and it's just like, that will kill you. If you don't train your body to stay on a time zone, especially on like 2-day trips, 3-day trips, if I go to Vancouver for 3 days and come back, I can't get back on East Coast time for like 4 days. To go west, days, I love it because we're up early, walk on the beach, Starbucks, Carlsbad. But to come home, it's like 4 days of rough sleep.
I know. Now, without a doubt, and so he said Kwan literally gave him a key for his room. He's like, if I'm not up in for breakfast and stuff, he's like, would you come and get me? So like he said, it's a real thing.
Open to it.
So it's not like he was being lazy and just
of course.
slept in. And people know probably a little bit about like he had a car accident and he had a head injury, head trauma injury and stuff like that. So I don't know how much of that is part of it.
I mean, as internet and social media does, they spin it in a way that especially for it to happen. If one of the boys that works with us back in the day did something like that on a trip, we'd give them the gears, right?
Yeah.
Hands down. You and I can give gears that could destroy people. But if you're a pal, you should understand it. The fact that Portnoy was the one to be the guy giving the gears first, that's the last person you want to be giving you the gears.
Well, it was just some of his comebacks. Like
he came across as a bit of a PR1CK. You can't demonetize us for that.
I know. For a podcast. No, I mean the whole stuff. Like, I didn't want to sleep in.
Yeah.
Like that type of stuff's like.
I'll win it now.
Well, what are you saying?
Pipe down.
So no, you're right. He didn't help himself. But when I spoke to Mac, he was just like. At that point, he was like, he's like, they all forgot about the Kwan thing had even happened because there was so many other big things had happened. Yeah. So actually, at the event, the Kwan thing was like a nothing.
Yeah.
It was like it surprised everyone who was in it how much it blew up.
Yeah,
It was just like, all right, the guy missed his tee time.
I know.
He arrived like a hole later.
But during
kind of big deal.
During the time, it's carts are back and forth. People are going hole to hole. Kwan's done this. Kwan's done this. When he did walk in for the second round for lunch, the boys filling his his plate with
Whitney
grub.
just gave him it.
Because he came in and what he should have done was just gone, guys, listen, I apologize for what I'd done and nip it in the butt. And Whitney wouldn't have gone after him.
Yeah.
But because he came in a B-bit PR1CK-ish, that's when Whitney went nuts on him.
Yeah, no.
It's not ideal. Anyways, the Internet Invitational, I watched it all. I even bought a YouTube Premium so I didn't have to watch ads because the ads were 7 minutes long.
Were they? So that's
YouTube needs to figure themselves out.
It
was horrendous. Obviously, for the way that you watched the whole thing,
all of it, yeah.
The way that it ended, you couldn't have asked for a better.
That was amazing.
A better way for it to end.
We'll get there in a second, but let's go through it kind of sequentially, right? So, like, kind of the first and second round, because the thing is, they spread it out so it felt like it was a big tournament over a long time. It was 3 days.
Yeah.
It was literally like
so much golf, though.
So much golf. But, like, it was only 9 holes. So they were only playing like 9 holes in the morning, 9 holes in the afternoon. So I think for them, it probably went by quite quickly, whereas it was spun out over 3 weeks.
Aye.
So it makes it seem like it was a big deal. So obviously, episode 1 and 2, you've kind of got the Kwan storyline. That was the main storyline. There was some like breakout characters for me. I think Chaz.
So good.
How good is he?
His is so straight.
I mean, literally didn't, like, for those first 2 rounds, never missed a shot. And even the second day.
See that Santino and...
Aye, when he said...
he's a great little swing. And he goes, Rick, don't listen to that.
Rick just burst out laughing. He's like, oh, don't be like that.
Santino is hilarious.
Is he?
Yeah, he's coming to Toronto. We should go. He is... I mean...
Is he what? I had no idea who
he's
he
a
is.
comedian. He does a podcast with Bobby Lee, who's another comedian.
Right.
Santino's can be on the racy side, which is some stuff that is very hilarious to me, in my opinion. His accents are world class.
Are they?
World class. I'll send you some clips. World class.
Funny. To be honest, I had no idea who a load of them were.
Yeah, I mean, the boy...
Obviously, a lot of them are Barstool.
Yeah, the boy with the one arm, never heard of him.
No.
But, I mean, unbelievable. I almost bought myself an adapter like that, too, and I've got 2 arms. There was a streamer on there.
The boy who Micah Morris was trying to give the gears to, and he kind of hit him with the one-liner, like...
Yeah.
Just think, like, you and I are sitting...
Yeah, we're both here, and this is a hobby.
Gig. Yeah.
That sketch guy... He was there. I was shocked he was there. I didn't know he was a golfer.
No, that was strange.
It was a bit, and you could tell
Duke.
The Duke was great. That swing is...
He was mental.
Mental.
See when he hiked the thing up, I'm like,
Mental.
what are you doing? But he actually could hit it all right.
Portnoy said every video, he's like, I'm going to hire you.
Yeah,
and I guarantee you the Duke gets hired by him because Barstool has some of these guys, and like the Duke's legit. He's not acting to be nuts.
There was a lot of brown nosing going on to Portnoy though. Like the Duke was playing up to it.
Well, because he even said, he was like, I financed my house to fly here.
Yeah.
Because the boy's...
That's wild.
He's poor.
Is he?
And when they won a skin, there's a clip there where he's like no weed, like all drugs aside. He goes, I've just paid off debt. Right? So like, it meant a lot for him to win 20 grand or 40 grand or whatever. And
how has he got there with the amount of weed that he took? He could have sunk a ship with the amount of weed he... I think it was Peter Finch I heard saying, like, he didn't stop smoking.
Yeah, I mean... He's
the whole time.
Just fierce with the darts. Like, he smoked a ton of cigarettes. Then he would grab people's vapes. Then he would smoke weed. Wild swing. But again, it's one of those, like, listen... The guy's right place at the right time, meets Portnoy or meets the Barstool guys, and he's invited to this thing.
What I found quite interesting was the personality, the alphas, right? You could see, because there was big personalities there, and obviously Rick Shields, Grant Horvat, like the biggest in the YouTube game. It just seemed like they were dwarfed by the personalities of the Barstool. Like, that's a different level of aggression. That kind of like anything goes for content. Like these guys are very protective of their brand.
And Grant's very, instead of the F word, he's the fudge guy.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know, and it's...
Holy fudge.
You know, and it's... Whereas he's with the Duke, and the Duke's ready to say anything. Right? Anything flies in front of women.
Yeah.
I mean, that DOD King guy, I never even really heard of him.
No, I didn't. He didn't come across good at all.
And, you know, I didn't like him whatsoever. I mean, I don't know Sarah Winter, but that first scene with them...
Aye, I know.
I felt bad for her.
I was really uncomfortable with
You know,
that.
now she's coming out with merch saying, "Don't call me sweetheart," a hat, which is great.
That's
I think
awesome.
it's great. But
I thought she was great.
he came across as a I don't even know what we can say here, a bad guy. And then I saw a podcast he did this week, and his facial expression, you could tell he was like, I don't know if I was in a bad place, or, you know, it's one of those, you know, when someone does something bad and then 3 weeks later they're called out on it, and then they do a PR thing and they're like, oh, I was in a bad place at the wrong place at the right time. You know, he was drinking tequila on the course and stuff. At the end of the day, control your actions. If you're a lunatic with the alcohol and you act like a jerk, it is what it is. That's you being real. I have a personal story of that from someone you and I know that will be off podcast. But if you act like that, you actually mean it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Right? Because it's liquid courage.
Totally.
So yeah, I felt bad for her with that. Were there bigger names there that kind of overtook some of the golf guys? For sure. Even the hockey guys, because they're funny. And they're not professional golfers.
They don't give up.
No.
You know
but
what?
there was times Joey Colcutt's with Mac. Rolls a putt off the green from like 25 feet, and his teeth are out because he doesn't have two front teeth, and he goes nuts. And it's just like,
Tell you what,
it's hilarious. I think he's great.
Bob is so funny.
He's the best. He's the best.
He is. I could just listen to, like, just give me the camera on him.
Have you watched his bacon, egg, and cheese reviews?
No.
He gets like a bagel or something every Wednesday or something like that, and he does it on Instagram. Puts phones in his steering wheel.
Yeah.
His descriptions on everything is just him, exactly like
That's so
Internet
funny.
Invitational. I mean, the best. I think the Bob Does Sports guys, Bob and Joey are my favorites. FP, nice guy.
Yeah.
I got a weird vibe from him that tournament.
I don't know if FP is as edgy as he used to be. I almost think he used to be more edgy. He's can almost like fallen more towards like the golf creator sort of like a bit more serious about it. Yeah, no, I totally felt that like he wasn't. I don't know. He's just like Bob, like Joey and Bob are wild.
Wild.
I don't feel like FP's wild.
No.
But
There was.
that was good.
I thought it was great. I mean, Portnoy had some one-liners in there that were, he didn't know anything about slope. He was the rules guy. He didn't know anything about, he didn't know anything about golf.
Yeah.
Which I think is what made it even funnier. And he dressed, to me, it looked like he was just sloppy.
I know.
Which is great. I think it's hilarious.
Guys
Now, would you
worth
come
hundreds of millions.
Would you come to someone's home club and dress like that? No, you wouldn't be allowed on property, but it's funny.
What did you think of him giving Frankie the gears?
For 18.
Because like for us, just
in
all
general?
the way through it.
Yeah.
I didn't love that. But that's obviously the way he is.
Yeah.
Because Frankie was his boy back, like the old school Pete.
Yeah, that's how
Piece of
Frankie
review
got
time,
into
Frankie.
Barstool.
Totally.
And he said, listen, I want to try this golf thing with these boys.
I thought it was interesting though at the end, skip to that quickly, you could see the real relationship between them at the end. He was much more like...
Portnoy made a comment at the end, and he was like, it was like, Frankie's my one and truly like boy, I care for him.
Yeah.
And then that's when you go, they do act it up for sure. I mean, that's what we're watching it for. They don't get subscribers for being lovers.
Yeah.
So the way he cared for him at the end was great. Throughout the event, Frankie's standing over a putt, and he goes, I've never seen him make one. He says it out loud, and he misses the putt. That does suck, but also, like, you do that to me.
Yeah, I know, it's so true, isn't it? It's
You do that to
true.
me, and I still, left to right putt, still can't make one. Because you said I'm the worst left to right putter in all of North America.
It's so true. It's so true. But you know how to push each other's buttons.
Totally.
That's what it is. When he started calling them butter knives at the end, and sure enough.
I mean, I was watching it live.
Yeah.
And I was in the chat.
Oh, did you watch the premiere?
Yeah, I would see, people's comments or whatever. And when he knifed, I just did the laughing emojis, and someone commented, they're like, "Oh, Mikey from TXG," but the chat was going like a bajillion, and then I was like, "Someone get this lad different wedges, something with massive soul, get some fundamentals, get something
honestly,
better. Chip with your 8-iron."
The number, I was thinking when I saw it, I'm like, if somebody got Frankie a chipper, and he just used a chipper and just
Putted it.
Well, just the action of using a chipper would develop him an action of not kind of being as soft with the wrists, where he's kind of doing that, and he would actually learn how to chip like properly. But somebody should have grabbed a wedge out of his hand.
I think it was cool that some 4-play guys made it to the finals.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think Frankie played, out of the 4-play guys, played the best. I think he played way better than Riggs.
Way better. Especially on the, it was the semi-final one.
Yeah, the par 3
par 3 course.
Which would look great.
Like, the place was awesome.
And, Portnoy throwing up, like, $100,000 for a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
Then he asked Bubby, like, "You want to go play off for $250,000? Like, "Oh, it's for the team, not for me individually." I can understand where half people would be like, "Bro, go take the $250,000. I know those boys make decent cash, so I'm not saying $250,000 to them is not game changer, but $250,000 cash would be a lot for anyone.
Yeah.
Who cares? I thought Frankie hit it great.
He did.
He struggles with the driver. That driver, that put him in trouble. His wedges are a little rough, but I thought clutch putt when he needed to, hit his irons good. I don't know. I thought the Internet Invitational, like, I would watch it again.
So the controversial stuff, right? Malossi being called out twice for having his rangefinder, the slope on the rangefinder. Did you notice that Micah Morris had called him out?
Yeah.
So that seemed like it got a bit lost when it actually kicked off about, I heard Malossi's using his rangefinder, because he had called him out, because he took the yardage and it was like 137 or something like that. And then someone went, "Well, I get 142. And then Micah went, "Is your slope on?" And he's like, "No." And then obviously during the last round, do you think he was fiddling with it?
Aye, for sure.
Yeah,
guaranteed. I mean, listen, to do this and do a little, quick flick of the thumb and go, "Oh, there's a bug in my face," make something up.
Well, he grabbed it, didn't he? He grabbed it from behind him, looked at it, and then he done a little with the thumb, and then stuck it up, and he's like, "Oh, I was just checking it was off."
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he was definitely at it.
What I think would be great for the next Internet Invitational is that Pinned or Bushnell or someone's going to come out with a white one that says Internet Invitational on it.
Tournament mode.
No buttons.
That's what I mean.
Literally either turn it on and that's it.
Yeah, just like a tournament rangefinder.
One, for a laugh.
Yeah.
But two, because then playing field's all leveled.
It's a good idea. One of them will.
Portnoy, if you're listening, we would love a job at Barstool.
Who was the one who gave? Remember the
Precision?
The lad who was.
Precision Pro.
Aye.
I still use it.
That'd be good. What about the page stuff?
Listen, that Francis guy, I thought he hit it great the whole tournament.
Yeah, he's pretty good. He's obviously not much of a goal. Not
one to perform like that. But I mean, you look at someone like Francis who's performed.
Yeah.
Maybe got lucky in some groups, but made it further than Grant and Garrett and the golfers, right? Like the good golfers,
Totally.
Mac, Peter Finch, that kind of thing. His comment to her was like, "Just let it slide," because he's the one that made her cry. They were talking about. She's like, "Clearly, you've not played much tournaments before," and then he was like, "Well, you're the one cheating," and then she walked away, and Frankie's like. Paige is over there bawling her eyes out. At one point, she took her clubs off Frankie's cart because she didn't want to be on the GoPro, I guess. I thought she hit it great for the event. There's some slappy shots in there for sure.
She hits her irons very left.
Yeah.
I wonder who fit her for those.
I was the builder. Probably too much tungsten. But the D9 Segway to this 4-iron.
I know. I just that.
So, yeah, I mean, that stuff obviously is not great. But, I mean, the way...
You can't do that.
The way I've been taught to play, like you don't touch the grass.
You can't do that.
You don't touch the grass.
You can't be creating a pathway into the golf ball.
Listen, if you can't touch here, you can't touch the grass.
I know. Hands off, Paige.
Aye.
And I'm talking about the grass, no, nothing else.
So yeah, I mean, it almost like they'd be silly to do it and think no one's going to see me do this. There's a million cameras out here. There was another podcast.
It made no sense. That's what I couldn't understand. Like,
I know. There was another podcast, and I think it was Riggs or Frank. He said like, "Well, people don't understand is our library for the Internet Invitational." He goes, "Is every single shot from every person is available." Yeah. He goes from the 1 day, 2 day, or however many days they lasted. He goes, "We have so much golf footage." He goes, I think he said if Micah Morris, whatever his name is, wanted
Mika.
Mika.
What do we call him, Mika? Shad Mika.
If he wanted a 3-part series of just every shot he hit, they have it.
Right.
So she should know someone's watching me. If she's really trying to cheat.
That's the thing.
Also, there's snakes in that grass. If that ball was there, I would have said, "Listen, boys."
But that is the thing. I mean, I think Melosi was blatant. Paige cheated for sure, but I feel less sure that she knew she was cheating. I don't believe the whole, I thought in college we were allowed to do that. But
there's a lot of things in college you thought you could do.
I definitely think if she knew that those cameras always on, and for somebody like Paige, she knows that there's cameras on, I don't feel like she would have done it thinking she would have got away with it if she knew she wasn't allowed. You know, do you know what I mean?
So you think
I think it gets maybe a little bit more. I mean, she's 100% cheated. No, not cheated. She's broke the rules. 100% broke the rules. But I don't know if she really knew she was breaking the rules.
Probably not.
Because like there is cameras everywhere. It's the last day of the whole event. Would she really have thought she was going to get away with anything? I don't think so. But
I mean, the thing too, if your ball's nestled down in a bald eagle's nest, what are you gonna
careful?
What are you gonna do? The buzzard,
Brad Dalkey. Dalkey was incredible, eh? Some player.
I mean, it's one of those that that boy's a pro. But also, George Bryan's a pro, Wesley Bryan's a pro. Yeah. They had a chance to play as well. So true. But yeah, I mean, if he's on your team, he hit a drive 340 yards.
Multiple of them.
You know, Beef chips it on to 10 feet or 2 feet, and they're like, "That's a gimme." I mean, that's how you want to play that stuff.
No, absolutely. Hell of a player, and to be honest, genuinely seems like a hell of a nice guy, doesn't he?
Yeah. Francis made a tweet that came out this week when they won. He poured champagne over Dalkey, right? Yeah. They were all celebrating, and he was like apologetic. He's like, "I didn't realize Dalkey's, sober. I guess he drank in college, and
really?
I don't know if he had issues with alcohol, but he basically became sober."
Right.
And he's like, "I feel so bad for celebrating pouring champagne on someone who's And then Dalkey was like, "Listen," he goes, "I'm around alcohol all the time." He goes, "I didn't consume it." He goes, "It doesn't go through my pores." He goes, It was a mix-up. It is what it is. But, I mean, the boy stripes it. He deserves the win.
Yeah.
I thought Francis carried his weight the whole tournament. He kind of deserves to be in the finals anyways. And then obviously for, Beef to be in the finals. They should have warned you when the last episode started to say, get a box of Kleenex or you're going to be bawling your eyes out. Because our Cody was watching it and Dean was watching and we were... I think I made a thing on Instagram being like, you couldn't ask for a better finish. And then we were all chatting, and Dean's like, dude, I was like bawling my eyes out. Bob asked him, what would you do if you won? Yeah. He's like, I'm going to donate some money and pay my parents' house off. I mean,
I know.
Come on. The boy was a golf pro at a dome 12 months ago. $330,000, a lot of money to him. So it's
sad.
It's cool. There's a scholarship fund that's going to his PGM program. Yeah. If the Internet Invitational becomes where they add his name somewhere where it's a memorial trophy or something, I think that would be unreal. But I mean, he hit some rough shots too, but he hit it. I thought he putted well.
Yeah.
He hit some decent iron shots. He's not crazy long with the driver. A little bit missy with the driver, but when he's talking to people in the cart, he's like so genuine. Yeah. Like just not
around the clubhouse and stuff like that.
Not a celebrity.
No,
right?
No.
And that's kind of nice.
And it's funny, like, you can tell when someone's a genuine person how other people treat them.
Yeah.
Like the Jokers were all respectful to him, like Riggs and those guys were really always respectful to him.
Yeah.
And you could really see that all the way through the series. And I thought, like, that's always, I think, the sign of who someone is, that even the jokers know where the line is with someone like that, and they just give them the respect. So, it was fitting, and obviously we mentioned it in the last. And that, to be honest, when we mentioned it, I didn't really know much about Beef, to be honest. I didn't really know kind of his backstory the way I think we know it all a little bit better now. But, it was a tear jerker at the end. Unbelievable. All right, RSM Classic this week, Michael.
Can't wait.
Yeah, it's just the end of the... Like you said, it'll probably be more meaningful from the reshuffle and that sort of thing coming into the new year. Obviously, the season, the wraparound season has started, but there is a reshuffle going into the new year where sort of people will get sort of re-ranked in terms of their status. So I guess there'll be a storyline in there somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be good to watch that Michael Brennan kid. I mean, he played well in Bermuda.
There's quite a few names I saw. Gordon Sargent's playing. I think I saw Ludwig.
He played in it because that was his first PGA Tour win.
Right, okay.
In 23. 23? Maybe 24? 23. There'll be some good golfers to watch.
Yeah, that'll be... it's something to watch. Sea Island's great.
I'd love to go. Best clubhouse in golf.
Yeah, it looks awesome. New gear on display, as we spoke about. Rory, Tommy. There was another. I didn't catch his name. Someone else put the new TaylorMade driver QI4D. Thoughts on the look?
I think it looks great.
Strong, eh?
Yeah, I love the color of the top. I didn't like QI35, that grey top. I thought it looked really cheap.
When I saw it first, I'm like, I like that. Yeah. And then I thought it's a wee bit too much. This looks charcoaly, carbon.
Bit like an afterthought. Now this one is sleek.
Yeah.
I actually saw the QI4D core, just some photos of it sitting on the grass, and the way it sits looks like kind of how, like, not as flat as Sim, but just, I always thought like M3 sat nice, M5 sat nice, Sim sat nice, and then Stealth, it never sat the way I thought it should have. And then QI10 was okay, 35 I didn't love at all.
Yeah.
This one looks really good. And I talked to some guys that have been testing it, some media guys, and I was like, okay, you're week in California, what are your top two drivers? And one was a TaylorMade and one was something else, and I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive. So, I'm excited to see one, hit
was
one.
That one.
Cobra, yeah. Do you text the same guy?
No. I had a feeling Cobra are due a comeback here. I feel like DS was not their kind of best line.
I think the adapter stole the show.
It stole the show. I think maybe stole a lot of the R&D time and stuff like that. We saw it when we were there. It was just
I played that X driver for like a couple weeks.
Did you?
And it just, to me, was like, when you hit it, it almost felt too thick in the face, and it just didn't have a pop like TSR3 has, or like a TSR3. It'd be cool to see something new from them. We've seen photos of the Callaway driver.
Yeah, Quantum.
It looks great. Yeah, it looks premium.
Yeah, I'm hearing really, really good stuff. I've heard some obviously the picture that's leaked is the sole. I've heard some really good stuff on the a lot of guys saying it's the best looking Callaway driver they've ever seen.
I mean, I'll tell you, Elite was a miss. I thought it looked horrendous.
I really didn't like it. I didn't mind. I remember when we were there and when we hit the Triple Diamond, I kind of thought the shape of Triple Diamond was fine. I didn't mind the kind of like, the high polish finish was okay. I hated the standard version. Yeah,
their drivers, for some reason, I haven't loved the look of them since like Epic Max. I love.
Did you not like AI smoke?
No. And to be honest with you, in the fitting bay, I almost refused to pull it. I just thought I could never find it to do something for me.
It's funny that, and I got on great with it.
Yeaman hits it great. He hits his driver good. Patty still uses it, hits it good. Yeah. But I never liked that driver, or the fairway woods, to be honest with you. But yeah, Quantum looks good.
It does.
Super high end, classy.
Yeah. G440 10K is obviously surfaced as well. There's a lad.
The bottom of it looks unreal.
Yeah. There's a lad came through TFG in Hong Kong, and he done a what's in the bag. And he's doing the what's in the bag, and he's like, I've got the 440 10K. And I'm like, how are you talking about that?
Crazy.
It was some Filipino lad. And he was talking about it, and he's like, I've got the new Ping driver. And I'm like, are you allowed to...
Did you meet the boy that you guys had in who was a movie star?
No, I never. No. Tell you what, though.
Tell you, his swing is
not bad.
It just hits draws for days.
So the hotel I was staying at was like a couple hundred yards from our store. And I'd walk down the hill in the morning. There was this McLaren, black and yellow McLaren, JC50. I'm like, oh, that's
no
nice,
way.
That. Yep.
Really? Did you see him?
So, my hotel...
JC's Jackie Chan. Folks.
Yeah.
Not Jesus Christ.
Oh, man. So, walking down, and the building is like... It looks like a... you-know-what hole, right?
Oh, okay.
Garbage.
Right.
Like industrial, like does not look nice at all. Apparently it's a renowned, like, kind of hiding spot for a lot of rich and famous, this building. So, like, Jackie Chan has a floor on this building, literally right next to our store, and he's there all the time.
Wow.
When he's in town, I think he comes in and parties and goes for dinners and stuff like that. But that's his little thing. There's actually Chris sent me a post of like Jackie Chan's secret Hong Kong hideaway, and it was him pulling into the parking garage. That's where the guys realised that was his car.
Oh, crazy!
Because they're like, no way, he's driving literally. Our building's called Landmark South, and he drives into the little kind of underground parking. But it's like underground, but you can literally see the car. It's sitting off the sidewalk. So you walk by it every morning. And he obviously was in town because the first 4 days it was stationary, and then after that it was out and about and gone. So he was obviously in town. But he's got a whole floor in this building. Like
Rush Hour movies, some of my favourite movies.
So good. So good, my boy. That's all I've got.
That's it. That's all I've got.
A lot of Internet Invitational. Apologies for those of you who... probably not everyone's cup of tea, but it blew the doors off it with the numbers.
Yeah, I would say if you're even not into that, style of golf, you could almost watch a couple episodes and skip through it a bit.
Yeah,
I think the format's fun. I thought it was well done.
Let's see how many.
Dunkin' Donuts, though. I don't like a Dunkin'. Starbucks or bust.
I don't love a Dunkin' Donuts either. Let me see. Bob Does Sports, Internet Invitational. Wow. The first episode is up to 6.3 million. We've done some serious...
and no money to that video.
Internet Invitational.
YouTube must give them a pass.
Who knows? The finale's done 2.6 million. That'll probably... climb. Yeah, done some serious views.
Yeah, no, I thought it was for long format stuff. I thought it was interesting, and I'd be excited to see another one next year.
There will be another one next year. You can tell the Barstool guys were absolutely blown away at how it performed, and I mean those numbers are PGA Tour can't get those numbers.
I bet you they get a lot of applications from people. Let me be a part of it.
Can you, like J.R. Smith was supposed to play in it. That's how the girl Lacey got in. That's your cup of tea as well, no?
Oh, aye.
I was thinking that at the time, like, I tell you, Mikey will be sitting home admiring that.
Aye, you watch it in slow-mo.
As long as you're not pausing it for too long. No, definitely there'll be a few familiar faces next time. I wonder if they'll get a few, like, time of year, suppose, depends, but, get the Josh Allens and, you wonder if they try and do...
That's filmed in the summer, right? That's filmed in, like, July.
August. They filmed it in August.
Right, Josh Allen could play in that, no problem.
You wonder if those types of... I don't know. Who knows if...
If you haven't watched the Bob Does Sports with Josh Allen videos, some of the best golf videos out there. Because Josh Allen's just drinking games and making fun of each other, and Josh Allen's brother plays in it, is very good.
You imagine they drop a few, the ones who maybe didn't move the needle, because they'll have all the data on it and get a few of those big names.
There'll be a few people not there next year for sure.
Just keep your phone on, you might get a call up.
He's a call.
Bob. Good stuff, Michael. All right, my boy. Well, nice to be back at it.
Yep.
Nice to be back at it. We'll be back next week. We'll wrap up the RSM. We'll see who's kept their status and who hasn't. We'll tee up a few more probably little nuggets on the gear side of things. We should start to hear a little bit more. You can start telling a few of your wee secrets.
I got no secrets.
Listen, no,
I know nothing.
No
I'm
NDAs
so out of
signed this year, kid.
I'm so out of it. It's unbelievable.
No NDAs
That's
signed
true.
this year.
Anything I say, I got to talk about it. Forget it. I care. Sue me.
This is a place to find your info and the gear for next year.
And it's
Good
almost
stuff.
Christmas. We'll have a Christmas episode one day.
We will. Santa hats and all.
Santa will be here. He'll be our guest.
I'm not even saying that. Give it your sack. I'll leave that well alone.
All right, folks. See you
All right,
later.
guys. See you next week's episode.